Hi Capricorn, welcome to February 2018. Wow, what a month for you. Now you're on a roll and this momentum started building late December and all of January. So things are going to be happening fast and furious for you in a very positive way here in February. And at times you may be feeling like, oh, how do I keep up with this? Things are happening so fast. You can do it. Rely on that self-confidence you have and just roll with it, because this is exciting what's happening with you. This is your year. And like the Scorpios, with Jupiter in their sign and you having your Saturn in your sign, it is empowering you to make bold moves and start a new business, start a new project, go after a promotion, expand what you're doing, and you want the momentum to keep building. So remind yourself that you got this, that you can do it. I guess it's the price of success, that there's more to do and there's more to do. And it's exciting though. So don't let any insecurity hold you back. This is the time for you to go for it. In February, we are in eclipse season. There was a total lunar eclipse in Leo on the 31st of January, and that happened for you in the area of shared resources, other people's values, other people's money, your partner's money, money that comes to you that's not earned income, insurance payout, tax payout, inheritance payout, royalties, and passive income. And now there's going to be the following eclipse, and that's happening on the 15th of February, and that is the Aquarius solar eclipse, and that happens for you in that area of what you love and value, your talents, your gifts, your abilities, your self-worth, self-appreciation, inner and outer resources. And, you know, for some of you, it could be awakening some talent or skill that you have, and it's time to really develop it and start using it, and that is incredibly exciting. And there's a lot happening here this month. I mean, we're in the eclipse season, and you have Venus entering Pisces on the 10th, and before that, she is sextile Uranus on the 6th. That could be a hot day for you. So for those of you that are single, this is a good time for you to go out and meet someone new, go have a cup of coffee, go hang out. Anything can happen, and you don't want to be just so focused on building your business or career that you're not taking time to have fun and play, because that can really imbalance us in a way where we're just so focused on work that we're not living, because we're not taking time to include the play and fun. So make sure you're scheduling some of that in this month and not just singularly focused on work, because Saturn has a tendency to do that, is to make us into workaholics, and just where we're focused and we want to build this business or we want to build this empire and you know, then you don't have a personal life. So be aware of that. And this Aquarius solar eclipse is action-packed. The sun and the moon are coupled together, and Jupiter is challenging the sun, and he's challenging the moon, he is challenging Mercury, and he's also challenging the asteroid Juno. Now Juno is in mythology, is the wife of Jupiter, Zeus. And Zeus, Jupiter, has all these infidelity problems. Jupiter, you know, in the mythology, he is the one that goes out and has children with other women and all kinds of affairs. And Juno is the wife that's very unhappy with her partner, but she won't leave him. So she stays married to him, and she punishes him. She makes him pay. And she makes everyone around her pay too. So she is that type of energy. And that is going on here at the Aquarius solar eclipse. Juno and Jupiter are fighting. So there could be some discord going on here around Valentine's Day, because you have Valentine's Day on the 14th, then you have the solar eclipse on the 15th, and so this is all going on. Now, for some of you, there could be an unexpected expense that comes up for you. However, you know, if you ask a family member for help, they'll be more than happy to step in and help you if that, you know, comes up for you. You know, it's Valentine's Day the day before, and then we have this eclipse the next day. And, you know, if there's, you know, any kind of challenge going on with a relationship or a friendship, you know, this is an opportunity to communicate and empathize with who's ever unhappy, you know. And now there's good things happening here too, because Venus is sextile Saturn, and that empowers you to just be very calm and listen to others. Maybe others are complaining about their relationships, or, you know, their children or their family, or whatever is going to be brought to light at the time of the eclipses, and particularly this solar eclipse. You're in a strong position to just listen, and it's not even that you have to do anything. I mean, unless it's coming from your partner or someone, you know, who's you know, voicing to you something. But I love this Saturn-Venus sextile, because it empowers you to restrain your impulses. So it's not like, well, you know, you did this. You're just not even feeling the need to do that. And so it's going to be interesting, because it is Valentine's Day, and then this eclipse with Jupiter. And another thing, with Jupiter squaring the new moon, we can go over the top with this energy. We can overdo. So make sure that you're not, you know, overworking yourself or overextending yourself here in February, and that, you know, you're keeping that balance with your life and your work, and not overcommitting or overreaching or overdoing. Jupiter has a tendency, when he challenges like this, we overcommit ourselves or overpromise ourselves, because we think we can do it. And then we realize, oh no, I don't have time to do that, or there's no way I could do that. And then, you know, we have to apologize. And so, you know, for the overcommitment. So be aware that there could be some of that going on in here too. Now, the nice thing is Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, the modern ruler, the traditional ruler is Saturn, is sextile the new moon. And so this is all about new insights, new information, you know, genius, breakthroughs, innovation. And Saturn and Uranus are still in a positive energy flow with each other. They will be through September 2018. And that means anything you're innovating and you're practical about, you're going to be successful with. This is a year for the Capricorns, your rising stars. And there is incredible momentum here for you that started in January. And you know, when Uranus went direct, all the planets are direct now. So you have this amazing push from the cosmos to move a new business forward, move a new job forward, move a new website, project, and so on, moving it all forward for you. And you can do this. You can absolutely keep up with what's happening. And even if you feel a bit overwhelmed at times, because there's so much happening with you, it's exciting, breathe and just stay focused on what you're doing. Now, the Chinese Lunar New Year is the next day. So the Aquarius solar eclipse is kicking off the Chinese Lunar New Year on the 16th. And this year is the year of the dog. I'm a dog in Chinese astrology. And you can find out what you are. Just Google Chinese New Year or Year of the Dog. And a million websites will come up. Pick one. And they will show you the map of how it's based on the year you're born. So the year I was born, it was the year of the dog. And so anybody born, this year and up until I think March of 2019, they will be born in the year of the dog. And you can find out based on the year you're born what animal you are and how that relates to dogs. Dogs are incredibly loyal. Dogs are pure positive energy. Dogs are generous and fun if they're treated well. And so, loyalty is going to pay off this year. Generosity will pay off this year, and so on. And it's a fun time to check out. And so the next day, on the 17th, Mars is going to square off with Neptune, and Mercury will enter Pisces. Now, this is kind of a weird energy, and it's another weird energy going on in here. We got the eclipses going on. And when planets, are challenged by Neptune, it can be confusing. It can be, scattered brains, foggy. We can be really tired because Mars is energy and drive. And when it, is challenged by Neptune, we can like be low energy. And, it's a transit. It's going to move fast, but it is important to be aware. So if you're feeling kind of scattered or tired on the 17th, it will pass. But the energy is around this month, from the 4th to the 17th. We've got this Neptune effect. Venus entered Pisces on the 10th. Mercury entered Pisces on the 17th. The Sun enters Pisces on the 18th. And so, it can be dreamy and creative and a beautiful spiritual energy, but it's very challenging when you have to deal with facts and you're trying to communicate effectively or understand other people. And for you, it is happening in the area of conversations and communication. And so be aware of that if you're feeling a bit frustrated, but with some of the communications you're having or conversations, maybe people aren't making sense at certain times, that's why. It'll pass. These are transits. But it's good to know so that if you find yourself scratching your head going, what the heck did she just say? Or what did that mean? That's why. We can, just go into this dream hypnotic state with Neptune and, be in some sort of fantasy and talk, ragtime talk, which has nothing to do with reality and effective communication. And, you just got to ride it out. Now, Venus is going to merge with Neptune on the 21st. Now, on the one hand, that could be like the start of some amazing spiritual relationship or soulmate. Twin flame connection can be absolutely fabulous. On the other hand, it can be where you're confused by someone, someone you like or you're attracted to, and they may not be making any sense, or it could be a relative or a sibling. Anyone in your sphere, if they're not making sense, this is why, but it's temporary. Thank goodness this energy doesn't last. And it does have a higher purpose. It's about creativity. So if you're pouring this energy into your creative work, it's stellar. It is just fantastic to use in creative outlets and dreaming, meditation, communing with source and nature and so on. Just very challenging when we're dealing with each other and trying to be effective and make sense in the conversation. And then Mercury merges with Neptune on the 25th. Now that's going to be where the communication can be, just not making sense. And that's okay, because you do have the Sun sextile Saturn on the 25th as well. And so, you're doing so well this month. It is incredible what's happening with the Cappies. And it's fun for you too. So you absolutely want to make sure that you are taking time to play and keep a sense of humor, because there'll be times where people are not making sense and what they said didn't make any sense and they think they're being really clear. That's the fun part about Neptune, is we can think we're just so right on and just so, I said it and there it is. And then other people are like, okay, well, what did that mean? What did that mean? What am I supposed to do with that? But you're in such a strong position. Now the Sun is sextile Saturn. And so you can shine a light on things. You may be even brought in to mediate in these relationships with other people. Like you'll be the mediator coming in, explaining to Jane what George meant, because Jane and George are not lining up. And so they're calling you in to be the mediator and be the one that explains to everybody what is meant here, what's really going on, and the benefit of it. The Sun in harmony with Saturn shows the benefit of things, and it gives you a strong foundation to build and be successful in what you're doing. That's really cool. And then Mercury sextiles Pluto on the 28th. That's going to help to really solve what was going on with the Neptune energy prior to this. Between the 4th and the 17th, that energy kind of hangs around. But by the end of the month, it gets really favorable. And it stays until March 17th. The planets are going to be incredibly favorable. And that makes it easier, too, when, communication is what you see is what you get, or what is said is what is meant. And so for you, you're in a strong position. And I love that Mercury sextile Pluto by the 28th, because that's when you can just sort things out and solve situations and have everyone on the same page and understanding what the intention is, what the goals are, what the objectives are, and what you're looking to accomplish here in fabulous February for you, Capricorn. For those that are single, I love the 6th. It's a wonderful day for you to get out and mingle. So if someone's trying to set you up with someone else, go for it. Just go have a cup of coffee, see where it goes. Have fun, be open. And for those of you coupled, if there is some challenge that comes up around Valentine's Day, around the 15th, just talk about, what it is you need from each other and really be there for each other. I love the Saturn-Venus harmonizing at the same time, because it really does empower you to be a good listener and solve problems, rather than feeling like, oh, I got to react to this, and oh, let's personalize it. No, we don't have to personalize it. We want to understand why people feel the way they do, and that way we can get to the solution and not focus on the problem. We don't solve anything by focusing on the problem, we just make it bigger. But when we focus on solution, then we get to where we want to go. Let's focus on the cure to what's being brought up. What's the cure to this situation? What's the cure to what's happening here? When you focus on the cure, you get to where you want to go. Money looks good. I mean, there could be a bit of a challenge there at the eclipse for some of you. Something could come up, some unexpected expense. However, you will have the help to resolve that. And Jupiter is in that area of the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you work for. He's going to be there till November 8th, and he is increasing your money. That's why it's time for a new business startup, new job promotion, or business expansion, or new project. Something that you can be doing that increases income for you this is the year for you to do it. This is the time for you to do it. January, February, March, go for it. The universe is supporting you. The universe wants to expand your presence in the world. And you got this, Capricorn. You have this. Spiritually, make sure you're taking that time to listen. Take that time to nourish and nurture you. Take that time to love you. Take that time out in nature, away from the electronics, where you can re-energize and commune with your higher power. Health, how is your health? Your health will be great if you're making sure you're taking time to play and you're not just, working 24/7 or, 10 hours a day. Really, allow yourself to have fun and not be so involved in work. It's life-work balance is the key. But what a month for you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my videos. Capricorn, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, or you're interested in coaching, it's very easy. Those links are below in the Show More section. They're also up in the cards. So until next time, Capricorn, wow, go for it, go after it, keep that momentum going that you built in January. You got this.